We're asking support from our Shaykh, Sahib al-Saif, Shaykh Abdul Karim Kabrisi Rabbani, to be with us, to make us to hear some words that is going to give us benefit in dunya and akhirat. Islam continues through association. If there is no association, if there is no sohbet, there is no Islam. That is what we're getting these days. Billions of Muslims, but so many ways of Islam, not one Islam. Everyone claiming their own way to Prophet, their own way to Allah. Why is this happening? Because billions of Muslims not believing in Sohbet, not understanding Sohbet, not being in Sohbet. The Sohbet, it is an association. It is an association where those who has been assigned to speak by inspiration from the awliya Allah, from the prophets, they will speak. Don't look at who is speaking. Look at who is making that one to speak. Through Sohbet, those who were in Jahiliyyah, they became Sahabis. Through Sohbet, the hearts, they get transformed. Through Sohbet, we have ammunition to attack Shaitan who is attacking us, to protect us from Shaitan and from our nafs. Through Sohbet, we understand why we are here. What is the reason of our creation? Where we came from, where we're going to. And we understand our Lord. We start to worship Allah. Sohbets, depending on how supported that Sohbet association is, you may get not 70 people around you, hundreds and thousands of others who are not of the humankind to attend. Because awliya Allah, they give Sohbet. And when awliya Allah, the friends of Allah, they give Sohbet, the angels, they must come to listen. The other ones, they must come to listen. And if that Sohbet is powerful, like the Sohbet of our Shaykh Effendi, that is fresh and that is alive, the other ones, the other friends of Allah, they come to listen. But ignorant and arrogant Muslims, 21st century Muslims, 21st century murids, they are taking the Sohbet for light, for granted, as a routine. And in this holy night of Raghaib, we're asking Allah SWT for forgiveness, for our ghaflat, for our stubbornness, for our arrogance, for our anger and for our jealousy. We're asking Allah SWT, no, don't just ask Allah, oh, we want Jannatul Firdaus, we want this and we want that. Ask Allah to turn us to become His Abdullah, to make us, to have the power to step on our enemy, our ego. If you don't have Sohbet, you don't even know who is your enemy. If you don't have Sohbet, you don't know who is your enemy. And you don't know how to protect yourself against your enemy. The enemy is standing in front of you, you think it is your friend. And you're inviting your friend to come to live with you. But that friend is working to destroy you. No. Sohbet is missing in 21st century Islam. That is the reason why you see billions of Muslims, they have no idea how to live. They do not have any idea how to live according to the lifestyle of the Prophet ﷺ. They don't know how to live according to what Allah and His Prophet is asking for us in these times. Without the Sohbet, you're going to make up your own version of Islam, your own ideas of Islam, and it is far away from what Allah and His Prophet has said for 1400 years, following the Ahl Sunnah wa Jama'at way, following the Naqshbandi tradition. Very far away. We wish to speak more about Laylatul Raghaib. We wish to speak more about the blessings that is coming to this night. But we're seeing, because the Muslims, the mu'mins, the murids, they're not ready for that. It's a different thing that we are going to talk about now. It's a different necessary thing that people have to understand before even understanding that gift, that holy gift that Allah is sending to us. Allah SWT has created us for His sake, for Himself. He did not create us for this world. He has created us to know Him and to worship Him. And He has given us holy days and holy nights, opening the doors of paradises wide, opening the doors of the heavenly secrets, sending more blessings to those ones who are answering His call. And His call every day and every moment, especially in holy days and holy nights, He is calling to His servants. He is calling to those ones who wants to be His friends. He is calling to those ones who are loving Him. And He is calling to them to say, be with me. I am with you. Remember me, and I will remember you. But 21st century man, murids, ahli tariqat, in the remembrance of Allah, in the zikr of Allah, they are thinking about their own dunya and their own ego and their own problems and their own pleasures and treasures. Or they are sleeping in ghaflat, drunk. That is no good. That is wrong. That time you think, when Allah is saying, remember me and I will remember you. When we are in that situation where we are lost and there is no one to remind us, you think that time we are really remembering Allah. So Sohbet, it is necessary to make people to understand themselves. This is not just for you, it is for me. So many saying, oh, he's speaking to others, he's not speaking to himself. First, it is to me. Some they say, oh, look at him, he's so proud, he's so arrogant. Up to you, whatever that you want to say. Say that when I'm yelling, I'm not yelling at you, I'm yelling at me. It is for me. You don't want to accept it, leave it. It is for me. But the coming days are not going to be easy. Believe me. And when the coming days are not easy, when you know the coming days are not easy, as a community leader, as a father, as a boss of a company, if you know the coming days are not easy, and if you are not warning and preparing those ones under you for those coming days by waking them up, it's going to be complete disaster. Everything is going to fall on your heads. Majority, they are not giving advice. They're not giving sohbet. No. They're just sitting and they're putting everyone to sleep. But they're not making them to wake up to say, coming days that are ahead. The fitna of Dajjal, they are coming. So we have to wake up to this fitna. Because not understanding adab, not understanding sohbet, not attending the sohbet, you think you're praying, you're making zikr, you're doing everything, but you're opening the door to Dajjal because the fitna is going to enter. How the fitna is going to enter, how Dajjal is going to enter. You're opening the doors. You're not understanding your ignorance. We are not understanding our ghaflat. You open the doors to Dajjal. You're not understanding the anger that you have. You don't know how to get rid of it. You're opening the doors to the fitna of Dajjal. The jealousy, the stubbornness, and the arrogance that you have. You think this is nothing. It's only between 2, 3 people, 5 people. No. Especially this Jama'at is not empty. You are not here empty. We are here. Allah has pulled us here. Awliya Allah has put something in us. Shaykh Effendi has put something in us that is very precious and very important. If you want the easy way, where you are going to be praised, you're just going to sit and understand that you become an awliya, there are many other ones. We're having that kind of sohbet, you are free to go. Or you're saying, this is too much for me. This is too much. This is too much. Wait to see what the coming days are going to do to you. Wait. You think this is too much. This is too tight. You want some freedom. Wait what the coming days are going to come to you. Then you'll understand that time. Who is your family? Who is a Jamaat? Who are your friends? You will understand. Because these days, they are still very easy days. They are very easy days. Wait till the days that comes. Then if you're not turning around before the days are over, you're going to be out there and you're going to be eating each other. One of the benefits, the blessings of fasting in the month of Rajab, in the month of Shahrullah, is that we wake up and we protect ourselves against the fitna of Dajjal. Yes, that is a specific thing. One on top of the other, so many benefits, so many blessings, one of them specifically. To wake up and to have protection against the fitna of Dajjal. Inshallah, we will wake up. Sohbet, it is important. It is not just to sit, it is to put it in your life. It is to understand it. It is to look at it. It is to think about it. And holy days and holy nights like this, it is a perfect time for you to sit down and to think and to make tafakkur. Not just to sit and begin reciting and doing things in ghaflat. We are not against to zikr or reciting Quran. those who wants to slander and to make a fitna, go ahead. You may say he is against people reading the Quran. Go ahead. If you want to make a slander and a lie like that, you are just taking away our burdens. That's all. But don't be reciting that holy book of Quran. Don't be taking the tasbih and reciting the holy names of Allah and to be in sleepiness or in ghaflat or circling around thinking about dunya again. Sit somewhere. Ask Allah SWT for forgiveness sincerely. Say to your Lord, I have done so many wrong things, Ya Rabbi. I have become a zalim to myself. I have become an oppressor, a tyrant to myself. Forgive me, Ya Rabbi. I ask every forgiveness that you can offer me. For all the wrong things that I did, forgive me. For all the wrong things that I am doing, forgive me. For all the wrong things that I will be doing, forgive me. Forgive me for all the blessings that you have given me, and I turn around and I do wrong things. Forgive me for the forgiveness that you have shown me. And I use that forgiveness and I continue to commit mistakes and wrong things against you. If that one is sincere, no, you don't have to memorize so many du'as, which in these days people are busy memorizing the Arabic dua. They don't understand the meaning of it too. You're not understanding the spirit of that dua. Speak. Speak from your heart. But be sincere. If you're just going to sit and say, Astaghfirullah, 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 or you can say, Allahumma Rabbil A'la, sleeping, then you're not thinking. You're not putting yourself in that situation. You're not putting yourself in that halwat. Sit and understand and ask for forgiveness, and you will find Allah forgiving. Ask Allah for forgiveness for all the wrong things that we've done to each other. Ask Allah for forgiveness that you have done to others. Because in these days, the proud and arrogant Muslims, they refuse to think that they have done something wrong to others. It is easy to say, Ya Rabbi, forgive me, I've done so many wrong things to you. But to others, they say, no, I never do any wrong. Sit somewhere, sincerely ask. Yes, that time, that 1 hour of that meditation, it is better than 70 years of worship. You are going to get somewhere. You're going to understand. You're going to wake up. One more veil will be lifted. One more understanding will be given. One more degree of faith will be awarded to you. One more station of strength will reach to you. Otherwise, if you are treating it like a routine, there's no benefit in a routine. Inshallah Rahman, we're asking Allah, for the sake of this night, to raise the station of our Sultan al-Awliya higher and higher, to grant him a long life and a strong life, to grant the station of our Sahib al-Saif higher and higher. We're asking that he grant us more himmat and more support. And we're asking that all those ones who are turning away from the Sirat al-Mustaqim, for them to find their way back before it gets too late. We're asking for all the fitna that is inside of us, in our communities and in our nations, for it to be removed. We're asking for us to have more clarity, to be away from this ghaflat station, to be able to worship and to live for the sake of Allah, and to die for the sake of Allah, to make this Jamaat strong. Inshallah Rahman, wa min Allahu tawfiq, hurmatil Habib, hurmatil Fatih.